On to the 1980s, and our next enshrinee from Cuero High School is Brad Goebel. Now, Brad lit up the scoreboard as the standout quarterback from Cuero. For 1984 to 86, he racked up an incredible 3,480 passing yards, 40 touchdowns. He led the Gobblers to a 22-3 record during that time and made a thrilling run to the 3A state championship game in 1986. His talent earned him a spot in the prestigious Texas High School Coach Association All-Star Game. Following high school, Brad moved on to Baylor University, made an instant impact as a freshman in 1987. He was named a consensus All-Southwest Conference quarterback, and over his collegiate career, he passed for more than 5,000 yards and 25 touchdowns. Despite going undrafted, Brad went on to play parts of 4 seasons in the NFL with the Eagles, the Browns, and the Jaguars. He's a proud member of both the Cuero High School Hall of Fame, the Baylor Athletic Hall of Fame, and now please welcome your new member of the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame, Brad Goebel.
Sick 'em Bears. Thank you, Craig. I want to say thank you to the Texas High School Hall of Fame Board, and what a great event y'all put on each year. First, I just want to say how honored and so very humbled I am to be inducted here tonight. Several years ago, I was inducted into the Baylor Athletic Hall of Fame, and I considered that the pinnacle of my football career. However, being inducted here into the Texas High School Hall of Fame is truly crowning achievement. I've said it many times, playing high school football in the state of Texas is some of the best times I've ever had in my life. The foundation of my career was formed during those early years, and the memories that we made, have stayed with me forever. Joining me here tonight, I want to recognize my wonderful, beautiful wife, Christy, my daughter, Kylie, and her fiance, Austin, and my 15-year-old son, Gage. Now, Gage was a lot more excited about meeting some of my fellow famous inductees than he was having old dad get inducted. And I don't blame him one bit. In fact, Robert, Gage is a hurdler. He's an 8th grader now, and he'll be in a high school in Marble Falls. And so if you could possibly give him some tips on hurdling. He's also the quarterback, so how to dodge some of those tacklers out there and hurdle. And then Patrick, maybe afterwards you could teach him how to throw that no-look pass you do. He's good. He wants to try that. I also want to acknowledge my parents, Arlen and Sally Goebel. They're not here tonight, but they're watching on live stream. Also, my brothers, Bart and Benson. Thank you for always being there, the support and the guidance you've given me, being there for all my games. And then, having my 2 brothers, we were all very close in age, all 3 of us. And they taught me how to be pretty tough and physical at an early age. We wore out the grass in our backyard playing football games and King of the Hill and everything else you can think of. I also want to recognize my high school football coach. He's not able to join us here tonight, but Larry Pullen and his wife Cindy. Now, Larry convinced me to play quarterback my junior year in high school because I was a wide receiver and a safety. But Larry saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. He had the confidence in me and said, Brad, you're going to be a quarterback. My first love was baseball. He said, you can throw the football. You need to stick with it. And God bless him, and God bless all these high school coaches here in the state of Texas. Without them, a lot of the athletes would never be where they are, and I know I wouldn't be without without Larry. So I want to say thank you to Larry and his wife, Cindy. Also want to say that I was just one guy on a football team. I was just a quarterback. As Pat said, it takes a team. And I had some wonderful, great teammates and coaches at Cuero. I got a lot of the credit, but without those guys, I wouldn't be here tonight. Some of them are able to join me here tonight, and I really appreciate that. I wanted to recognize them. Tom Kelly, Paul Harper, Jennings Steen, Clay Pullen, and my quarterback coach is here with us tonight, Kenneth Shoemaker. Thank you guys for all the memories that we had and being my teammates, and without y'all, I wouldn't be here. Finally, thank you all. This is a wonderful group. Football is great in the state of Texas, and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much.